Hello and welcome to this weekend edition of the Daily Dose of Greek. And I want to talk a little bit about the eight case system. Virtually every modern grammar that we have now uses the five case system. It says, hey, in Greek, nouns essentially have five distinct spellings, five distinct forms. Then we'll call them the nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, and vocative. And so then we'll talk about nuances of meaning within those five distinct forms. Some older grammars in the tradition of A.T. Robertson followed an eight case system where they actually broke up the genitive and the ablative and the dative and the instrumental and the locative. And there's if you read A.T. Robertson's big grammar, um, it will make you more sympathetic to what's going on there because he's looking historically at Sanskrit and related ancient languages and trying to appeal to the idea that really the eight cases would have been understood as distinct by native speakers at the time of the New Testament. In the end, his view did not win out. But there is a tradition that goes back to A.T. Robertson of people who follow the 8K system. And I still run into people who learn the 8K system. Usually they're attending a small Baptist college that has faculty that were taught by people who A.T. Robertson taught. So it goes back to A.T. Robertson in the end, in every case that I've encountered. And many times the grammar they use, I'm just going to mention, is this grammar by Ray Summers. So this is published by B&H Academic. It's Essentials of New Testament Greek. And it's written by Ray Summers. It's revised by Thomas Sawyer. And so again, when I meet people and they say, "Yeah, I learned the eight case," and we talk about it, I say, "Did you use the Summers grammar?" They're like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" Well, that's the only game in town almost when it comes to a widely used eight case system beginning grammar. I just want to make you aware of that. Maybe you didn't even know, some of you, that there are people who still learn Greek on the eight case system. I also want to mention that under the resources tab on the Daily Dose of Greek, under the resources tab, there is a free beginning grammar that follows the 8K system. It's a very good grammar and it's free. It's written by Michael Merritt. Michael Merritt is a subscriber friend of the Daily Dose of Greek. He is not a Greek professor by training. He tells a little bit of his story here in the preface. He loves Greek and he loves it and worked on it enough to write his own grammar. So he's not someone who has a PhD in New Testament or Greek, but I think he's written a very clear eight case grammar, and it's published by the University Press of America. But he has obtained permission to give away free PDF copies of that through the Daily Dose of Greek website. So that's under the resources tab. The title of it is New Testament Greek for Laymen, which is fitting because he is a layman and he has written a grammar for laymen. And just have had some friendly interactions with him and just found him to be a warm and knowledgeable Christian man. So again, by Michael Merritt, New Testament Greek for Laymen, an introductory grammar. You can get a free PDF copy of that under the resources tab on the Daily Dose of Greek.